I got started in the field of ABA because I knew that I wanted to do something that was going to make a difference. I wanted to do something that was going to leave a long-lasting impact on somebody's life. The more I learned about ABA and autism spectrum disorder, the more I knew that it was something that I really just wanted to invest my time and energy into. I Googled ABA services, and Comprehensive Autism Center was one of the first things that came up. I called and I interviewed, and it has changed my life ever since. The thing that inspired me to become an RBT is the fact that I get to be part of that process. I get to be in this child's life, in this family's life, and help them reach those goals. I'm not just standing on the sideline cheering them on. I'm there with them, helping them reach these goals and learn these new and different skills that are going to help them be successful. Characteristics that make a good RBT include being fun. Like, you have to be playful, you have to be energetic, you have to be creative. It's up to you to really sometimes teach this child how to play a game or how to learn a new skill, and you get to be fun. You get to bring that energy to your sessions every day. You also have to be very understanding to the fact that it's not easy to have a child on the spectrum, and it's really hard for a lot of these families to learn how to help their children, and you get to play a part in that. The thing I like most about working with my supervisor is that a lot of them know exactly what it's like to be an RBT. They know that it's hard, but they also know that it's rewarding. So they're there to support you, they're there to encourage you, they're there to help you learn new and different ways to target lessons, to manage behaviors. They encourage you when they know that you really are trying your best to help these children meet these goals. The thing I like most about working with my client's family is that they get to be part of the process. They get to see that there's a masterpiece in the mess. We're only there for maybe 2 to 4 hours, and it's really up to the families to take on that responsibility to help their child continue to learn and grow outside of session. The hardest part about being an RBT is sometimes seeing the hardships that these families have. Day in and day out, they want to support their children, but sometimes they just don't know how. They don't have the tools, and we get to be part of that. We get to give them those tools and encourage them as they also continue to learn and grow just as much as their kids are. The most rewarding part about being an RBT is that we get to be part of that journey for this child and the family. We get to see these children hit these major milestones that they've been working on for 2, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes a year, and you get to be part of that process. You get to be the one that leaves a lasting impact for this child and their family's life. I would suggest this job for someone looking to get into behavioral health because it helps you grow in so many different aspects. You learn how to communicate with others, how to work with families, how to work with your coworkers, how to take feedback and apply that feedback to really help you grow your skills. We get a lot of constructive feedback in this field, and all of it is meant to help you be successful so that you can help your clients be successful. The RBT training process entails an online portion that really sets the foundation for your understanding of ABA. From there, you go into a classroom training portion where you get to practice these skills with the RBT trainer. So you do role play scenarios, you get to practice collecting data, you get to practice learning about maladaptive behaviors and how to manage those behaviors. So it really sets you up for success in that you get to practice these skills rather than just sitting in front of a computer and learning about ABA and autism. The RBT training process is important because it helps bridge the gap between learning about ABA and actually applying ABA. You are going into these families' home and you want to feel prepared. You want to know what it is that you're doing, and sometimes you don't. You don't always have the answers, but you always have that foundation to go back to about why you're running these lessons and why you're running these programs and what the goal is eventually for this child. Parent involvement is a big part of the program because they get to make an impact. They get to be part of that journey. They get to see their children say their first words sometimes. And it's an emotional process for the families because sometimes they don't know what to do. They don't have the tools, or they've been struggling with their child just to learn basic skills. And they get to work hard, just as hard as their kids do, to help them be successful in the long run and to help make these goals a reality for them. Every day is different as an RBT because at the end of the day, you're working with kids. There are going to be days where they're not motivated. There are going to be days where they don't want to work for Play-Doh. They don't want to work for Legos. They just want to maybe lay on the couch and play on their iPad. And every day it's up to you to really show up to session with energy and that creativity to teach them these different skills and to help them reach these goals. It is not a job that is routine. You're not always doing the same thing every day. That's what makes this job so great, is that you get to try different things, and it's okay. It's okay for it not to work that day. You can try something else a different day.